Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Taylor sliding out of the pocket. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Come on, bro.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
In motion left, Hardman. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion left, Hardman. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Seven, our score after 1. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. A beautiful fake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, oh, they want...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Running left, Achane. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. Rolling to his right. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Play action, it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They go play action now, Taylor. That is caught. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Coup now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Devin Duvernay, up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. A touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The open man here, Renfro. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. Given 42 yards on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Achane, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try and run it with Achane. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll go. Achane. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5. Now Mahomes to the right side, complete to Miller. Gets past one man and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Completes it to Miller. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding Miller once more, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down, goal to go. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Coup for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 10, a little under 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Mahomes to throw it. Pass caught, Miller. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside 20. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week